Help us understand what's behind this move to nuns.
Yeah, in 1972, only 5% of all Americans were nuns. In 1991, it was 7%. Today, it's close to 30%. Amongst Generation Z, it's above 40%. I mean, there's so many things driving this, right? One is politics. We can't discount the role that politics has played now. We call it the God gap or the pew gap. 45% of Joe Biden's voters in 2020 were atheists, agnostic, or nothing in particular. It was only 12% of Trump voters in 2020. So what's happened is the parties have almost sorted out religiously now. And if you're a white Christian, you're almost a Republican by default. And if you're non-religious, you're almost a Democrat by default. And that pew gap and that political polarization is sort of running on the same lines.
Fascinating. So, chicken or egg, right? Does it go class, your socioeconomic class, your political affiliation, your religious affiliation, or does it start with your religious affiliation and then your political affiliation, and where does your socioeconomic class fit in?
So interestingly, for a long time in religion and politics research, we thought that religion came first and then politics sort of lived downstream of religion. So you picked your candidate based on your theology. But in the last 10 or 15 years or so, our data has gotten better and our methods have gotten better. And now we realize people pick their religion based on their partisanship now. Partisanship has become the master identity. So now I'm going to go to a church that aligns with my politics. So if I'm anti-abortion, I'm going to find an anti-abortion church. If I'm pro-LGBT, I might find a pro-LGBT church or not find a church at all, which is what more and more young people are doing, are leaving religious traditions that have a traditional view of marriage.
This is a fascinating conversation. I wish we could go all hour with it. Andrew Breitbart often and was famously quoted as saying that politics is downstream of culture in America. Where does the class divide, right? Because we talk about this so often in America of the elites versus everybody else divide. Do the nuns typically fit in the elite class?
So interestingly enough, atheists are really highly educated, have a really good income. Agnostics are not far behind them. But most nuns are not atheist or agnostic. Most are nothing in particular. And only 25% of them have a 4-year college degree. It's the lowest of any religious group in America today. There's a whole group of Americans now, 23% are nothing in particular. They don't engage in politics. They don't have high levels of education. They don't have high levels of income. They are falling behind in every way possible. And both as a social scientist and a pastor, that's the group that worries me the most because they feel like they're being left out, left behind, and lost in American society. They're not attached to any organization.
So that 23%, is that sort of America's working class poor, mostly white?
So interesting fact, the people who are most likely to go to church right now are people with a 4-year college degree making between $60,000 and $100,000 a year. So church has become a place for people who did things right, got married, had kids, got a college degree, and the nuns are increasingly becoming people who don't do those things, fall off what we call the golden path.
Wow. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.